Now let's turn our attention to vapes. They were invented about 2 decades ago. Initially, they were used as smoking cessation devices. They were marketed as the lesser of two evils. Vapes have come a long way since. Now they come in candy, soda or fruity flavors, in a kaleidoscope of colors. They have a new name as well, puff bars, and a new target, teenagers. Millions of teens are vaping the world over. In the UK, youth vaping has tripled in the past 3 years. Now Britain wants to ban disposable vapes. Meanwhile, Australia has already banned the import of vapes, yet more than 13 tons of disposable vapes worth $4.5 million have been seized at the border this week. How and why are e-cigarettes making their way into the hands of children, and can it be fixed? Our next report tells you.
When vapes first came to the market, they were seen as the lesser of two evils. Their main role was to help people move away from traditional cigarettes. But over the past few years, vapes have undergone a revamp. They are no longer called e-cigarettes or vapes. They have a cute nickname, puff bars. Vapes are no longer a smoking cessation device either. They are a trendy accessory, donned by children and teens. Also, they are no longer boring looking. Vapes now come in a kaleidoscope of colors and a cornucopia of different flavors. Kiwi and strawberry, bubblegum, soda, you name it. And the stores near you will probably have it. After all, stores are displaying vapes right next to candies. And influencers are casually vaping on TikTok. All of this has curated the perfect storm of vape smoke. And this is the result. Increasingly, vapes are making their way into the hands of children. There's been a sharp uptick in the UK. Last year, 20.5% of children 11 to 17 tried vaping. That's 1 in 5, up from 15.8% in 2022 and 13.9% in 2020. Meanwhile, regular youth vaping has tripled in the past 3 years. This is a big problem. Vapes may be less harmful than cigarettes, but they contain nicotine, which is highly addictive. Vapes also come with a suite of other chemicals. All of this can cause lung damage, breathlessness, and nicotine poisoning. There have been cases of burns or shattered jaws from exploding vapes as well. And apart from health concerns, they're also a major environmental hazard. Disposable vapes contain lithium batteries. An estimated 5 million are thrown away each week in Britain. So now, Britain wants to ban single-use vapes, restrict their flavors, and regulate packaging and displays.
Talk to any parent or teacher, as I've been doing here at this school in Darlington this morning. They'll talk to you about the worrying rise in vaping amongst children. Now, children shouldn't be vaping. We don't want them to get addicted. We still don't understand the full long-term health impacts of vaping. So it's right that we take strong action to stamp this out. That's what we're doing, banning disposable vapes.
All of this is aimed at curbing the appeal of vapes among the youth. But the UK is not the only one working on it. France has moved to ban single-use vapes. Germany has proposed to push for a similar ban across the EU. New Zealand has introduced regulations on marketing vapes to children. Meanwhile, it has been illegal for any Australian to purchase vapes without a doctor's prescription since 2021. But despite this, the rates of addiction have continued to skyrocket, especially among children. 1 in 6 high school students are vaping in Australia, and 1 in 4 aged between 18 and 24 are vaping. So on January 1st this year, the land down under brought a sweeping new law. It banned the import of disposable vapes. Yet over 13 tons of disposable vapes were seized by the border officers this week. That's worth $4.5 million. It's the first such large-scale seizure since the ban. But overall, 250,000 disposable vapes have been seized since January 1st, worth about $7.4 million. You see, despite regulations, vapes may not be going anywhere. They have a booming black market and a huge demand. So simply banning their purchase or import won't solve the problem. Experts say higher taxes on vapes can reduce their appeal to the youth. So can strict regulation of social media messaging, vape packaging, marketing and flavors. Without multiple guardrails, execution of a simple ban on vapes may only end up in smoke.